philosophers ask the best questions. And I like being a philosopher because there's loads of cool ideas, arguments, things that we're interested in, from politics to modern science to cultural thoughts, and then kind of real abstract stuff that philosophers are known for, and we can express that to lots of people.
We're here at the University of Leeds for I Didn't Know Philosophers Did That. This is the second edition of this event, which gives state school students the opportunity to engage with cutting-edge research and innovation in philosophy. Topics this year included the ethics of dating apps, artificial intelligence, earthquake safety, and comedy and drag. Our aims are not only to inspire state school students to think about studying philosophy at university, but also to see research and innovation in philosophy as a shared endeavour, something to which anyone can contribute to and benefit from throughout the course of their lives.
We don't just do kind of abstract, weird, ivory tower, navel-gazing stuff. I'm one of the few philosophers in the country who's really interested in philosophy of comedy, and also I'm one of the very, very few philosophers in the world that thinks about drag.
It's been just really exciting to come to Leeds, and we were so happy to meet all the pupils, and the questions were amazing and so insightful. And actually most people do philosophy without having studied it, they just do it naturally. So it's really fun to just engage with people and see what they think.
The main focus of my presentation was around how dating apps have kind of changed society. So obviously it's not the only factor that contributes to this, but may contribute towards a kind of increased focus on physical appearance. So, you know, how we're encouraged to interact with people and judge them based on like 3 or 4 photos.
So we talked about whether we can trust LLMs or ChatGPT, or whether it's important to keep our critical thinking.
The event is called I Didn't Know Philosophers Did That because it's not widely known what philosophers do, really. As a society, philosophers are sort of hidden away in universities, doing stuff that seems obscure to the general public in a society where we've got increasing reliance on artificial intelligence. Thinking philosophically will be a really valuable skill.
I did a seminar where I encouraged students to look at the issues in earthquake resilience and try to think about why might philosophers be interested in earthquake safety as a topic.
So I've been talking about statues and monuments, and basically the position that I was outlining was that we should change our default way of looking at them. So we're trying to teach them to think critically. What matters are the reasons and the arguments.
You learn how to evaluate not just arguments but worldviews as well, and things I think that we're emphasising today in this event that you can put into practice in the real world.
I think it's really important because it really supplements what we do in school, and we try and talk about the real nature of philosophy. So I teach religious studies as an A-level, so we have philosophy and ethics as part of that, but actually to bring it into the real world and have them to have opportunities to get into universities, to think about this as a proper career, as a possibility for higher education as well. It's great.
I've been really impressed, I think, by how open the students are to voicing their ideas in front of a big crowd. You know, that can be, I think, a really intimidating experience, but they've come up with so many really interesting and thoughtful questions.
They're showing that they definitely have the aptitude for philosophy, which I think is one of the barriers for people wanting to study philosophy in the first place.
I was interviewed by Lewis and Shokat for the podcast interview at the end of the day, which was really fun. It raises some really interesting issues around whether drag is sexist. So I'm really interested in that idea and thinking about why it isn't true.
I think seeing professional philosophers who in many cases would just be totally inaccessible to, they'd never meet a professional philosopher in the day-to-day life. I think being able to access them and see the human side of them and gets them thinking and makes them about these questions and make them realise it's something that they can think about as well, and it's something that they can engage with.
And so if you really want to study cool things and abstract things, but also everyday things and cool questions on the disciplines, actually you can do it in philosophy.